We cry, oh pan, no pan, welcome to WIXOSS, the anime, the Larig, the Larig, the Larigs.
Lyric backwards is girl.
The trading card game. I know what you're thinking, how do I play this in 5 minutes or ish? Because who the hell has 20 minutes to sit down and learn a new game? Well, this quick rundown is for you. Welcome, selector. First and most basic, both you and another player are needed.
Or in my case, myself and a body color.
You'll both need two decks, the black back main deck of 40 cards, and the white backed Larig deck of 12 cards. Easiest way, grab a starter deck. All of them are easy to upgrade later and come with some powerful cards you can't get anywhere else. Simply choose the Larig who is your favorite and go from there. You have Gapmoy, Genki Rockers, Jetty from My Life as a Teenage Robot. Any flavor of waifu can be found. These white-backed Larig cards plus 2 piece cards make up the white-back deck. 3 of the cards must be your level 0 Larig, level 1 through 3 of your center of your choice, and 4 total assist Larigs to match the level 0 names. Assists are the backup singers for whoever your bottom B is at the center stage. The black back main deck is your Signy, think units or creatures, and spells, one-time effects. This deck is 40 cards with no more than half being life bursts. See the small star looking thing? That means it's a life burst. Life bursts are cards that have free, mostly, effects when you're attacked, so you definitely want to make sure you're running them. The game is made of 5 colors and your main deck can only have colors that match your center Larig and assist Larigs. Playing the game is simple enough. Play rock, paper, pillow to decide who goes first. Each player draws 5 and gets a 1 game chance to return as many or as little of those 5 to the main deck as they want, and draw the same amount again. I drew a bunch of level 3s that aren't useful early, so I'll put them back and hope to get some lower level Signy. You and your opponent then put your 3 level 0s face down. Keep them hidden till the last minute. Once your hands are good to go, lay 7 cards face down as your life cloth. As the name implies, this is your cloth of life. When all of your cloth are gone, and you get smacked even once more, it's GG, no poggers for nudists. Yelling open! You and your opponent flip your level 0s, revealing your taste in the Larigs. Whoever yelled open loudest has the best taste. Player 1 has some minor drawbacks, but drawing only once, then enter phase. The second player and all players after will draw 2 cards each turn instead of 1. Enter is the money you use to pay for abilities and grow up your Larigs to big girls. You enter by either placing 1 card from hand or 1 Signy on the field to the enter zone once per turn. Any Signy that get banished or killed in battle are also sent to your enter zone, as well as your life cloth.
After the cloth is damaged, of course.
Next is the grow phase, where you can level up, called grow your center Larig once. The bottom left shows how much and what color the enter costs. For level 0 to 1, it's usually 0. You can only do this during the grow phase and once per turn.
For your center Larig.
Then it's your main phase, or the main dish. During your main phase, you can place Signy from your hand to field. Signy have levels like Larig, and their level cannot go over your center Larig's level, and their total number can't be more than the total level limit.
See examples on screen.
An example, your center is level 2, you can't play a level 3 Signy. You can play 2 level 2 Signy. You cannot play 3 level 2 Signy as their total level is more than your Larig level limit. It's all addition, you'll figure it out. Also during your main phase, if there's a Signy you don't want to have, you can put it in the trash. Heck, you can put all 3 Signy on your field in the trash, but this is a once per main phase sort of deal, so watch out when you do it, because you can't really backtrack that. You know, this is probably a good time to mention, you can have at max 3 Signy at any time on the field. These are your Signy zones, left, center, and right. They,
For the most part,
can only attack and defend the zone in front of where your Signy are placed, so where you put them is actually very important. You can also use spells during this phase, and when a spell is used, you place it in the trash. Spells have a little symbol on the top left that say how much enter it costs to play them. The white-backed pieces can also be used during the main phase, but usually have some sort of restriction like, your center must be level 3, etc, etc. Some just do nice things like, draw you cards. Think of pieces like they're always in your hand. Some will say attack phase, so you can use them then. Just read the card. You can also grow assist Larig. To grow them, make sure they are equal or less level than your center, and that you can pay the enter on the bottom left. Some can also be used during the attack phase and will say so. Ultimately, your assists are there to help you in a pinch, drawing cards or stopping opposing Signy. Level 2 assists also give you +1 to your overall level limit, allowing to play more bigger, badder Signy. After the attack phase, after the beginning of the phase, your opponent gets a chance to respond. They can grow an assist Larig, or even play a piece. Once those effects are done, you get to attack. You choose 1 Signy at a time and turn it sideways. If the Signy in front of it is bigger, nothing happens. The same power, the opposing Signy is vanished, meaning they go to enter. If there's a no Signy, congrats, you just hit a life cloth. Your opponent flips the top card of their life cloth, Moving it to the check zone. If it's a life burst, the effect happens, then the card goes to enter. If it is not a life burst, it just goes to enter. Now there's effects in all sorts of fun life bursts, but this is a quick rundown, so if you want to learn all that, there's a bunch of longer vids that can break it down for you. Next is when your center Lyric gets to attack. It doesn't matter if your opponent has a full 3 lanes of Signy or not, your Elrig will always hit a cloth. That is unless your opponent has a guard. Yes, this Signy is a guard and the only card in the game that can outright stop an Elrig attack. After the center hits, that's pretty much your opponent's turn. Then you guys just keep on going. Keep banishing Signy, playing spells, growing Lyrig, and hitting Life Cloth until one person has no Life Cloth left, and then a Signy or Lyrig attack directly. The last one hit wins the game. One final thing, you do not lose a game for running out of cards in your deck. You simply have to refresh the deck, which means that you take your trash, shuffle it together, that becomes the new deck, and put the top card of your Life Cloth into your trash. You do get a little ding on your life for it. Thanks for sticking through this quick rundown of WIXOSS, and if you are interested in learning more, I definitely recommend checking out more thorough explanations on other channels, watching some of my gameplay videos, or even trying a game out for yourself at your local game store or online with Untap, Cockatrice, or any of the mini webcam leagues. Hope you join us, new selector, and like, subscribe, bell, etc. for more WIXOSS TCG anime content.